Hello everyone, welcome back to Glamour and Grit. I'm so glad you're here. If you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our updates. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and with your help we can definitely get there. Every like, comment and share helps the channel grow, so thank you for being part of this amazing community. Now let's get into today's story. And trust me, this one is spicy. We're talking about Angela Levin, a long-time royal commentator and biographer known for her relentless criticism of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, and how she just got roasted by Wendell Pierce. Yes, that Wendell Pierce, who played Meghan's TV dad, Robert Zane, on Suits. If you follow royal news, you already know Angela Levin's name. She's one of those royal insiders who always seems to have something to say about Meghan and Harry, and rarely in a flattering way. Levin has positioned herself as a defender of King Charles and Queen Camilla, even calling Camilla one of her close friends. But when it comes to Meghan, her tone changes completely. She's accused Meghan of being manipulative, self-centered, and has often implied that Harry is somehow being controlled or led by his wife. Over the years, Levin has made countless television appearances and written several opinion pieces tearing into Meghan's choices, from her marriage to Harry to her decision to step back from royal duties. She's even criticised Meghan's interviews, podcasts and philanthropic efforts, suggesting that Meghan seeks attention rather than meaningful change. However, this week, it seems that karma finally came knocking, and the tables have turned. Wendell Pierce, who again is best known as Meghan's on-screen father in Suits and a highly respected actor in his own right, decided to speak up. And when he did, the internet took notice. In his post on X, formerly Twitter, Wendell Pierce called out Angela Levin's hypocrisy and her long-standing obsession with criticising Meghan and Harry. While his tweet was short and sharp, it hit exactly where it needed to. He basically told her that enough was enough, that her constant negativity toward Meghan had crossed a line, and that she should take a look in the mirror before trying to judge others. This public rebuke from a figure like Pierce is significant. He isn't just some random celebrity jumping into royal drama for attention. Wendell has always come across as thoughtful, articulate and fair-minded. When someone with that reputation calls you out, it says a lot. What makes this especially ironic is that Angela Levin has spent years using her platform to shape public perception of Meghan. She often portrays herself as a champion of truth and an authority on royal behaviour, but when Wendell called her out, it suddenly flipped the script. The critic became the criticised, the hunter became the hunted, and social media absolutely loved it. Within hours, Wendell's post started trending. People flooded his mentions with praise, thanking him for defending Meghan and finally saying what so many had been thinking for years. One user even joked, "Wendell Pierce just did what the British press refused to, hold Angela Levin accountable." Another added, "When Meghan's TV dad steps in, you know the roast is officially royal." Of course, Angela Levin wasn't pleased. She's used to being the one holding the microphone, not the one under fire. But this incident highlighted something deeper, the shifting power dynamics in media commentary about the royal family. For a long time, the British tabloids and royal biographers dominated the narrative, painting Meghan as the villain in nearly every story. But now, more and more public figures, especially from across the Atlantic, are pushing back and calling out the double standards. Let's be honest. Angela Levin's criticisms haven't always been objective. They often sound personal. She's called Meghan difficult, calculating, and disrespectful. Descriptors that echo a lot of the coded language critics use against strong, outspoken women, especially women of colour. That's why Wendell Pierce's intervention felt so refreshing to many people. He wasn't just defending his former co-star, he was standing up against a pattern of unfair treatment. What's fascinating here is how the internet community responded. This wasn't just one celebrity roasting another commentator. It became symbolic. People saw it as a moment of poetic justice. For years, Meghan and Harry have been accused of being thin-skinned, of not being able to handle criticism. But when someone like Wendell Pierce turns that mirror back on the media, it forces everyone to confront an uncomfortable truth. Sometimes the critics need to be criticised too. And let's talk about Wendell Pierce's delivery. Classy, concise, and devastating. He didn't resort to name-calling or insults. He simply pointed out the absurdity of Levin's obsession and called her out for being unnecessarily cruel. That kind of confident calm hits harder than any shouting match ever could. It's also worth noting that Wendell's defense of Meghan comes at a time when public perception of her and Harry is starting to shift. Many people are beginning to see how relentless and biased some royal coverage has been. When someone with credibility, intelligence, and first-hand experience like Pierce speaks up, it lends even more weight to that realization. Angela Levin, of course, will likely continue doing what she does, writing columns, giving interviews, and keeping her anti-Meghan narrative alive. But after this roasting, her credibility has definitely taken a dent. People are starting to view her not as a fair commentator, but as someone who's built her brand around attacking Meghan Markle. And once that reputation sticks, it's hard to shake off. So in the end, Wendell Pierce didn't just drag Angela Levin. He exposed a whole system of royal commentary that profits from negativity and division. His words reminded everyone that there's a human being behind every headline, and that relentless criticism isn't journalism, it's bullying dressed up as commentary. And honestly, it's refreshing to see the tables turn. So that's today's tea, everyone. Angela Levin, the self-proclaimed royal expert and Meghan critic, just got a royal roasting from Meghan's own TV dad. The irony is simply too good to ignore. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and most importantly, subscribe to help us hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers. We've got plenty more royal updates, celebrity news, and spicy social media moments coming your way. Thanks for watching, and remember, in the world of public opinion, sometimes the loudest critics end up becoming the biggest punchlines.